Hi everyone and welcome. This is Alex here on Advice by Alex on Etsy, and I'm here to do your weekly angelic messages for the week of November or October 24th through the 31st, 2021. I want to thank you for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the little notification button and click the all button, the little bell, so that way you get all the future uploads of all my videos as well. And if you would like to get a personalized reading with me, I will leave all that information in the description box below. And if you would like to send in a question for a free reading on YouTube, be sure to email me at Alex, T as in Tom, Artman21@yahoo.com, and I will put that email in the description box below, and just make sure you put free reading for YouTube. And I will be sure to pick a person for every week and stuff like that, because I do want to have this be more interactive instead of just me talking about things and stuff like that. So what better way to try something out, and it's free, so that is really cool. So I hope you all are doing well. I do have my morning coffee here with me. So isn't this cup really cute? I love this cup. So it's the Farm Fresh Fall, and I saw this at Kroger's and I really had to get it. So it was only $6, so it was definitely worth the immediate purchase. So hopefully they have something for Christmas and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, that's pretty much the dealio with that. So, but hopefully your week was really well. My week has been really good. Other than the full moon and the end of Mercury retrograde. I do feel that we are more out of the Mercury retrograde energy. I feel like there's a little bit lingering, but there's not really that much, so that's really good. And I'm very pleased with the full moon this time, although I was a little bit affected by the full moon this time. I wasn't as badly affected as the last full moon, but I was affected by this full moon and stuff like that a little bit. But the energy is still lingering for another week or so, and then we will be good until the new moon that is coming up in November. So hopefully you guys are doing well and things like that. And hopefully your week wasn't too terrible and things like that. So this was my very first official week of working from home. And I must say, I absolutely love working from home. I get to be able to set my own routine and my own schedule and things like that. So that is absolutely fantastic. And I'm able to cook more, which is always good. I do like cooking, so I've been able to try out new recipes. So I did try yesterday a recipe that I saw on YouTube, which was a version of orange chicken, which is a classic takeout. And they were modeling the recipe after Panda Express. So I tried it and it was fantastic. So that was really good. Let me show you a picture of how it turned out. So that is really... That is really good and stuff like that. So yeah, I really do love that and stuff like that. That was really the end result of that. So that was really, really good. So yeah, that was really good. So I highly recommend that recipe. So and pretty easy and straightforward. The longest part that it took was the frying up of the chicken and stuff like that. So that was like the longest part, but other than that, it was pretty good. So yeah, but next we're going to be moving on into the energies of the week. So I don't feel like I have any announcements for this week. No, I can't think of any at this moment. So let us pop into the energies of this week. So hopefully your week was pretty good. I know the energies were a doozy last week. Well, they weren't terrible, but they were there. So let's jump in here into the red. So let's see what this week has in store for the red energy for this week. So what the angels are saying is that the red is there, but it's going to be like a medium level red. So it's not as high, but it's not as low. It's just about a medium. So it's in between kind of a thing. So it's like, it's not low, but it's in the middle. So it's a good steady red and things like that. And so here's how I would describe the red energy for this week. And remember, red is all about passion, anger, manifestation, and things like that. So if we use it correctly, we can use it for manifestation. So this is what I would say, what the angels are saying is the energy of this week. And so it is basically red. It's like a flat red. And then toward, I would say, Wednesday, Thursday-ish, there's like a little mountain, and then it goes back down to flat. So it's like a whoop, and it's like a roller coaster. So the Wednesday and Thursday is a little high, but by the weekend it's flat again, which will be good for Halloween and stuff like that. And remember that during this time, the veil between the living and the dead are more thin, so be prepared to have more visitations from spirit and things like that, and your loved ones on the other side. So that will be happening more during this time. And especially on Halloween, that's like the thinnest veil. And that energy lingers a little bit afterward, but it'll go back to where it was, and it won't be as thin in November time frame. So if you want to communicate with your loved ones, now is a chance, and getting signs and symbols from them, which you can do all the time, but it's just stronger during this time. So and just remembering those that have passed over to the other side in heaven and stuff like that. So that's really a really good thing. So I'm very happy about that. So so that is that. So that is the red energy. And now we're going to be going into the blue energy. So we do have a good steady blue. It's not as big. It's about a decent size. It's not like super big. It's not medium. It's just like I believe it's more of a smaller amount from what they are saying. So I do feel like there is communication and talking to other people and things like that, but it's not as high as it has been in previous weeks. Remember, last week was a little bit more blue, so there was more communication and things like that, but this week is a little bit thinner, is what the angels are saying. So, and this week, I'm not really too concerned about the red. The only day that I'm concerned about the red is Wednesday, Thursday-ish. Wednesday and Thursday, I should say. And that is because the more that our emotions are running high, then we have to be careful of how we speak to other people. So that is like one of the few days of the week that I'm most concerned about the energy. Next, we're going to be moving on up into the green, because the angels are really pointing me to green, because this week we have a good amount of green. Yay! So the green is actually really big this week, so that is really absolutely fantastic and stuff like that. So that is that good give and take of love and things like that. So that's really what that is in regard to the love part, which we all love love. So, and we all are wanting to be loved and to love other people and have more love on Mother Earth and things like that. So, that is really what it is with the green, which is absolutely fantastic. So, the next we're going to be moving into the yellow. So, we do have yellow, which we have a good amount of confidence and self-esteem and things like that. So, we have more courage this week to be able to do things that we haven't necessarily done before, or to move forward with certain projects or things that are going on in our life at this time. So that is absolutely a good thing with the yellow. So it's not like a super high amount like it was this past week, but it is still there, and it is still kicking for this week. So that is absolutely fantastic to see. So the pink energy is little this week. There's not really much room for self-love this week. But it's always important to remember to incorporate that, even if we don't have that much time, but we should make more time for ourselves. As a counselor in training, and a person that will be a future counselor, I practice self-care, and I recommend it to everybody. So that it also helps with the self-love and the self-esteem. So those two go hand in hand. So with that being said, we're going to be moving on up into the indigo. So indigo / violet. So the indigo, we do have a fair amount of indigo / violet, which is all about imagination, intuition, and things like that. So we will have a fair amount of our intuition. I do feel like the intuition and the violet and the indigo is going to be higher this week. So we'll be able to be on point with that kind of stuff. So we will be able to do that. They're showing me little swirls in between the purple, or the indigo / violet, which I never seen before. So, and that's more toward the end of the week. So, I'm not sure what that means in regard to, it's kind of like, and the energy of the indigo / violet is swirling and stuff like that. So next we're going to be moving into the purple, which we do have purple for this week, which you'll be able to hear God, the angels, our loved ones on the other side. So that is a good amount for this week. So we'll be able to hear them and hear our guides and our angels and our spiritual team. We'll be able to interact with them more. So that is always a good thing. So next we're going to be going into the cards of this week. So the Moonology deck. So what does everybody need to know for the week of October 24th through the 31st, 2021? The 24th through the 31st of October. Interesting message so far. Okay, perfect. So the first card here is that it is time to take action. And it is new moon in Aries, which is interesting because we just had a full moon in Aries. So that is really cool. So what this card is really saying is all about a time of not being afraid to move forward in whatever path that you're being guided upon. I feel like a lot of us are sometimes afraid of taking that action step due to fear. And what the angels are saying is it's now a time to be able to release that fear of whatever is holding you back from pursuing your life path and things like that. So, and this can include any area and things like that. So it's really like all areas in life and things like that. So that's really what that is. So that is absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy to see this. This reading is different, and the energy is different from last week. So really, really good. So the next card here is that your hard work is paying off, and that is New Moon in Capricorn. Yay! So the work that you have been doing and the work you've been doing on healing has been paying off in order to be able to move forward. So taking the action steps, the more that you work, the more the results that you will see. So this is going hand in hand with the action card. So the more that you take action, the more results that you will see. And this, again, is going in any areas of life, but they're particularly pointing me to the healing aspect, because I feel like a lot of us have been on a healing journey, and we've been really working on our shadow selves, which is really incredible to be able to see. So that is absolutely fantastic. So the next card here is that we have is Prosperity Lies Ahead, New Moon in Taurus. So the more that we continue to work, I do also feel like this has to do with our career and life path. So ways to bring in money. So I do feel like money is going to be coming in. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be this week, because these readings are timeless. Yes, they are stamped for this particular week, but whatever week you listen to it, it can fit with whatever you're going through. This is all about that prosperity lies ahead. So I do feel like this part will happen slowly, and it'll continue to build and build. It's not going to be instant, but it's going to be coming in. So that's also something to look forward to. And this can be in any area as well. So remember, these are general, so these are always a good thing. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So interesting that we have 2 Capricorn cards here this week. So this is a week of Cappies. So I am a Cappy, so that is really good. When my cards dropped on the floor. So I do feel like a lot of us personally have been going through a lot of tough issues and things like that. So I do feel like this is the time where things are going to be slowly transitioning into easier times, which is why we have the prosperity card, because I do feel like a lot of us have been through so much in the past 2 years, and especially with everything that's been going on, I do feel like things are going to be starting to improve, especially going into next year. So that is absolutely fantastic. And the next one here is don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. This is all about not letting your ego get the better of you. So really watching that ego and letting go of that control aspect, which is going back to that solar plexus, which is also in yellow. So even though we may have confidence is better than having ego in there. It's okay to be confident, not cocky. So just be mindful of that and be able to stop yourself when you are going to be facing that challenge and stuff like that. Communication is key. So especially with blue energy this week, it is going to be an interesting week for communication. So new moon in Gemini. So I feel like we're going to be putting up a mask a little bit for what we want others to portray us as. So they may not they may get a little bit of what we're going through, but they're not going to understand the full picture. So, that is really what it is. So, and it's going to be an interesting week, to say the least. Alright, so next we're going to go into my favorite deck, which is the Archangel Animal Oracle cards. Alrighty. And so, we're going to be, what does everybody need to know for the week of October 24th through the 31st, 2021? October 24th through the 31st, 2021. Interesting. Okay, we have a pretty interesting week ahead of us. So, the first card here is that we have is the Donkey, which is all about allowing yourself to be having your heart open and really watching out for others that are around you, because this is almost like the Fool card in the regular tarot, but it's not really. So it's just being mindful of the situations that are around you and having your heart open to whatever comes your way. So being mindful and letting your heart open to others that are around you. And it's keep your heart open no matter what with Archangels Mary and Gabrielle. So that is an interesting card. So the next card here is that we have is the Elephant card. And this is related to wisdom and the wisdom that we have within and allowing us to be going along our journey. And this is also a very healing card because there's a lot of green in the card and things like that. So this is all about allowing your inner wisdom to be able to heal yourself and whatever you're going through, because we already know the answers, but sometimes we need help with other people. So it's allowing yourself to go deep within your soul and do that healing work within yourself. So it's open yourself up to true abundance with Archangels Mary and Raphael. That goes back to that other card there, which is fun. So the next card here is that we have is the Dog card, and this is all about loyalty and not always taking things so hard and taking things for granted. It's allowing yourself to be playful but loyal at the same time, and allowing yourself to remember not to be so hard on yourself. That's the main message. Because we always tend to be our own worst critics and things like that. So that is really what it is. And it's be disciplined in your home life and community life with Archangel Zariel. So that is really an absolutely fantastic card. The next card here is that we have is, two of them came together. We have the Horse card, and this is all about the letting go. So letting go of whatever we need to release. So it's all about releasing things that no longer serve us. And it's care for others and let them be free with Archangel Mary and Crystal. And it goes along with the Gray Squirrel. Find new ways of solving problems with Archangel Raphael. So this is all about really just allowing ourselves not to overthink about letting things go and things like that no longer serve us. And it can be intimidating, I know, but now is the time to be able to not overthink so much in that. And we can also get rid of this card if we just allow ourselves to just surrender to the divine and things like that. So the next card here is that we have is the Hedgehog, and this is be a magnet for light, love, and joy with Archangel Gabriel. This is all about discovering that new path that you want to be on. So, this is a week of discovery of what path that we want to be on, because I feel like these past weeks have been forcing us to be autocorrect to the path that we're supposed to be going on. So, I feel like this is what the message is in regard to that. So, I'm really glad that this card came out. So, this is the cat card. I believe we had this last week. Someone can remind me if we had it last week or not. But this is all about being relaxed, independent, allowing yourself to be chill, basically, and having that firm foundation from within. So, getting to the root of things. So, this is all about getting to that root. So, this goes back to that base chakra. So, really working on your base chakra for this week and letting go of the control as well. So, working on your base chakra and your solar plexus are important. So, eating more yellow foods and then also eating more red foods and fruits and veggies and things like that. So, that is really important for us to do to be able to balance. So, that is really cool. I am in love with the cards. So, the next card here is that we have is the Angel Prayer deck. So, what does everybody need to know for the week of October 24th through the 31st? Alright. That's the first time that we had that card. Another message confirmed. We had that before. Okay, I love the message of these cards. So, the next card here is that we have is spiritual support. Remember, you are never alone on your path, and that your spiritual team is always surrounding you with love. So, and it can also be with whatever religion that you practice, and you can also turn to that as well. And it's, dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. So, and really increasing our spiritual selves. So that's always important to remember. So again, this goes back to that donkey card, and it's open your heart with Archangel Chamuel, allowing things to unfold. And it's thank you, Chamuel, for removing the barriers that are surrounding our heart, because sometimes our heart is blocked, and sometimes we need to be able to release that blockage in order for us to be able to move forward and stuff like that. So that is really, really cool. I love that. And the next card here is that we have is that inner power, which is all about meditation and contemplation and going within and having that courage. This goes back to that yellow. And it's the Divine Father. And Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. So that is a beautiful, beautiful message in itself. The next card here is that we have is the Peaceful Warrior. And this is all about reminding us that we are a warrior within ourselves, and we have the power to be able to take control of our life, which is going back to that inner power. So these two go hand in hand. And it's Archangel Ariel, and it's thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. Beautiful message. And this is unconditional love, and it's the Divine Mother. This is a very Mother Mary card, and this is all about having peace. So being able to find that peace from within. So that's always very important. And it's thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve. So that is absolutely a fantastic thing. So the next card here is that it is take time to breathe. and it is, "Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease knowing that you are here." So, knowing to kind of chillax along the journey and things like that, and allowing things to unfold as they are supposed to unfold, which is all about letting go of that control again. So, that is absolutely fantastic. So, I really love the messages that are coming through this week. So, that is really cool. I feel like all of them kind of, as per usual, gelled with each other, and you saw the overlapping a lot too. So I love when the spirit is very adamant about the cards that come out. So that is absolutely fantastic. So that brings us to the end of the reading here. So I hope you enjoy the reading, and that if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and a little notification bell that says all, so that way you get all the future uploads of my videos. And if you would like a personalized reading with me, I will leave all that information in the description box below. And until next time, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful week. God bless you, and I will talk with you later. Bye, everybody.